this is Dan, and welcome to Ask Dan the DM. This is basically a quick little video that I do where players or YouTube subscribers will ask me questions, and I answer them to the best of my ability. Today, I'm going to be answering a question, which is this came from actually my players in my home campaign. Is what is the most pleasantly surprising thing your characters have ever done? I think probably players do things all the time to surprise me. And usually it's the use of brute force, where maybe talking through something might have worked better. But again, I think that's the bane of all DMs. But you know what? You roll with it, and you have fun with it. You know what? I've said it before, and I'll say it often, is DMs are players too. And I think when we are able to expand on our game, expand on my game world, that's when I'm really playing the game. But one instance where my players really surprised me, and it ended up being a really awesome situation, is basically I was running a module, and in this module there was a small house. Now this small house just so happened to have a ward in it. One of the doors had a magical ward on it that would basically, it was a trap. One other thing that was happening in that house was there was a little girl in that house as well. So basically what would happen is, if the players didn't investigate the house and find that little girl and set the ward off, not to get too dark, but the little girl didn't stand much of a chance if they didn't take precautions to protect her. Well, in this scenario, there was actually a disguised Dragonborn, who, it's really funny, is actually my daughter playing this character. So maybe I'm a little partial, but she role played it incredibly. She played a Dragonborn, very tall Dragonborn, who in another adventure had found a hat of disguising, and so it was always a joke that nobody knew that she was a Dragonborn. So that being said, she was searching through the room, and she found this little girl. Just as she had found this little girl, someone else in the party tried to enter the door that had the magical ward on it. The magical ward went off because I think they did try to cast Dispel Magic, but it was a 5th level spell on the rune, and they rolled, and the Dispel Magic didn't work. But in this case, when the ward went off, my daughter's character's first reaction was, I want to dive in front of the little girl and protect her, which I thought was really a really awesome thing to do. I think I gave her a dexterity saving throw and probably an athletics check or an acrobatics check to see, one, did she pass a dexterity saving throw, and 2, was she able to protect the girl? And I may have even given her the option to fail the dexterity saving throw, but she would protect the little girl if she did so. I know that's not rules as written, but I thought that was a good trade-off, in that, you know what, if you're going to try to protect this little girl, you're focusing on protecting the little girl and not protecting yourself, which to me, that's what a dexterity saving throw is for, right? You're trying to protect yourself, and you're either successful at doing it or not. That being said, I think she actually said, I will choose to fail this dexterity saving throw to protect the little girl. So I mean, that was cool. What was even cooler was the next week that I came to play, we were playing a different modules and with some different characters, and one of my other players brought in a new character to where he was playing the little girl grown up a little bit. I think she basically in the mod, she was like 3 or 4 when they found her. Now she was like 12 or 13. And my player, my one friend was playing her, and he was role playing her great. So it was really cool that my daughter and my other friend got together and said they took that little girl and made her into a character. So that was even more cool for me, because I just thought, as a DM, I thought that was incredible to have this backstory that grew out of something else we had done. So that was probably the most pleasantly surprising thing that one of my players had done, and really, just out of the box, and just that was a cool experience. I hope you enjoyed that answer. If you did, if you could hit like, I'd appreciate it. If you have any questions that you want me to answer, you can put your questions down in the comments. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please hit subscribe. All that will help let YouTube know that people like this content and get them to help promote this channel. So that being said, thanks, have a great day, and we'll see you later. Bye.